Hello everyone, Owen Jennings here, your spiritual guide, coming in with your channeled energies of the week from today, the 15th of April, until Sunday, the 21st of April. So, how are you all? Are you still in one piece after the eclipse corridor and the energies of that incredible new moon solar eclipse last week? Hope you're doing okay. So, this week, I mean, I don't know about you, but last week I felt quite positive. I felt that the energy of Monday was amazing. Got a lot of things done, felt clearer than I've felt for a long time. Um, and then, sort of as the week went on, I started to feel tired, but I think that was because I was integrating a lot of the new energies. Um, so yeah, so hopefully nothing more than that happened to you as well. Um, and then this week is kind of all about taking a deep breath because you've been through a lot with everything that's gone on energetically. And this period kind of marks a new chapter in your life. And what I understand from um, the planets or what's going on with the planets, and from listening to and reading about what the planets are going on about, is that Jupiter and Uranus, apparently they're conjuncting, whatever that means, on Sunday. That's the 21st. And this can really help us move forward. So the energy of that can really help us. Um, Yasmin Boland talks about almost timeline jumps and things like that, and quantum jumps forward. So it is quite a week for um, deciding what you want and going for it and not taking any notice of what anybody else is saying. So it's quite a powerful week for you if if you really want to go for something and it feels right. It needs to be in alignment with you, in alignment with your heart and your soul, though, not with your ego necessarily. Um, and then next week, there's more powerful things going on with a full moon, and um, I think it's a full moon next Tuesday. But anyway, not to worry about that for now. So this week is all about moving forward with the new clarity you hopefully got. And really, I mentioned last week about staying in your own lane and using your discernment, and it's still that. It's still doing that for sure. Um, and, really being who you want to be, which I know sounds cliche, but, what is it you want to bring into life more of? What is it you're going to, you know, let go of? And it's living the life you want, okay, whatever that might mean for you. So each day, really asking yourself, what do I want from today? And if you've got bigger goals than that, if you want to have a wider picture forecast for yourself or intention setting for yourself, it's a really good week to do this. If you haven't already, bearing in mind that the universe wants you to propel forward. So, um, yeah, it's a very powerful week. And I know from my interest in things like the Schumann resonance, which is the heartbeat of the earth, that's gone off the scale recently. Um, and there's talk about, again, the earth propelling forward um, into its next stages of ascension. So there's a lot going on. You might want to lie down instead of doing anything. But I really feel it's a positive week. So get your to-do lists out and go through them. Right, so I'm going to bring in my guides, but I don't think there's much more they can say, but you never know. Yeah, so let's see. Hello, everyone. Yes, so it's been quite a roller coaster of time, hasn't it, over these last few weeks? No doubt, lots of old patterns have been coming up for you to look at, dreams maybe as well, um, maybe things coming back into your life so that you could decide if you still wanted them there. Um, and really, it's almost as if the universe is conspiring for you to have a life that you actually want, not one that you feel you need to put up with. So that's a lot to do with what's been going on. And this week is really about, you know, making things happen actually. You know, so what is it you want to achieve this week? And you can just look at it on a day by day basis, or you can look at it on a, this week. What do you want to achieve by the end of this week? But really, whatever you do, whether it's day by day or the, a bigger sort of weekly goal, um, you know, that's you setting your intention for moving forward in that manner. So, carrying on working in that way. Because there is this conjunction between Jupiter and Uranus on Sunday, which will really help you propel yourself forward. So, it's no nonsense though, right? So it's really wanting you to come from your heart and your soul, which is what we always talk about, of course, but really, really doing that and not worrying what other people might think or say or do. It's none of their business. It's about you being clear, speaking your words clearly. You don't need to be rude about anything, but most definitely tuning in with what you want. This is your life, and we feel that a lot of you have been waiting for this moment of clarity. Okay, now it might not be, the big bolt from the blue that from the blue or from the universe that you wanted. Might not be instant clarity, but it's definitely coming. And just work with that this week. That's what we recommend. Um, but tuning into your heart for sure. And what is it that your heart's wanting? Because your heart and your soul is wanting something for you, is wanting you to be the version of you that you've always meant to be, really. And taking everything that you've already been through, all your experiences, all your wisdom, um, everything that's got you to this point, is there's nothing wrong with that. It's all got you here. So how can you use all of that to propel yourself forward too? So you might find that you're being more organized than usual. You might find you're decluttering spaces. You might find that you're really thinking, come on, I want to move towards a certain goal or an intention or finish a project or start a project. Um, and it's time to do that. You're still in Mercury retrograde, of course, till the 25th, but even that shouldn't really stop you. So it's about not making your mind up, making your heart up. But getting your mind on board with what your heart is wanting, what your soul, what your intuition is telling you. All right. Um, and if you do that, you can't really go wrong. And so it is all about you finding what works for you this week, um, and how you want to show up really for the rest of the year, for sure. Um, so, if that makes sense and that resonates with you, we know Elwyn's making lists, which, she doesn't do very often. And it's just things like that, getting things done. Also looking at the bigger picture as well. All right. So, you know, if certain details are feeling a bit onerous or just basically sucking the life out of you, the joy out of your life, then also look at the bigger picture as to why you're needing to deal with the details. And that all these we were going to say jobs, but all these little things you might need to do this week, just remember what they're leading to, okay? You can't always jump straight to the bigger picture. You need to put in foundations. So it's a good week, really positive. So things are changing for sure. So look after yourselves. And of course, as with anything, if you're really being affected by everything that's going on, for example, Owen mentioned the Schumann resonance being off the scale, then many of you will be feeling that as well. And as the earth jumps forward, so will you be. So a lot of clearing taking place right now in the world, and you will be feeling it. All right, so don't forget, yes, do everything we've just suggested, but also take care of yourself. All right, and we'll be back next week. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Yeah, you can't really go wrong if you speak from your heart and your soul. Easier said than done sometimes, but I think it's more and more necessary. And I know I'm finding that if I don't, then I feel hugely disconnected and a bit frustrated. So it's best to do that. And if people don't like what you're saying, then just have to let that go, because we can't control how other people are going to react, and we can't live our lives worrying about how other people are going to react either. And I finally learned that many years later into my life. Anyway, take care, everyone. Enjoy this week, and also to say that next week I've got my second of the 3 evenings I've been doing on the 24th of April 2024. So it's a palindrome day, is that how you say it? So the date's the same backwards and forwards, which I hadn't realised, but it is. It's also so it's diamond light healing, so it's a beautiful healing evening, brings you into kind of the energy stream that you need to be in right now for where you are. I feel like it's really appropriate given everything we've been through recently, and then helps with the full moon as well, that will have been just before that. And of course Mercury goes direct the next day, which would be nice too. So if you're interested in that, that's £33. I'll put some information above the video once I've finished, so that you can have a look. It'd be lovely to see you there. I've got eight places left, so if you're interested, please do book on. And even if you can't attend live, you'll be included in the energies and receive the recording, so you'd still benefit. All right, so take care, everyone, and I'll be back next week. Bye for now.